And we have to think of our pets this 4th of July. They do not like fireworks. So what do? Well, we lean into another expert, and on Fridays we do Fur Fridays with Animal Welfare Society. And excited to have Stephanie Kelly from Animal Welfare Society joining the show on pet safety tips this morning. Thanks for joining the show, Steph.
Thank you for having me. We love having you do our Fur Friday, and we're excited for the opportunity to share some, pet safety tips for this weekend.
We're excited about the 4th of July, but unfortunately, our friends like Fred, Fido, even though I've never met a dog named Fido. Have you ever met a dog named Fido?
I think in all of my time at AWS, I'm not sure that I ever have.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's like the most cliched dog name, but we've never met a dog named Fido. But pets don't necessarily love the red, white, and the boom. Because, who doesn't want to take their pet with them? They always kind of have that feeling of like, I shouldn't leave you at home because you're part of the family. How can you help manage their stress during the upcoming holiday?
The majority of pets do not want to be at the fireworks with you. They would rather be home, indoors, in a cooler space that you might have, air conditioned, or maybe you've got some breezes in your house, and they want to be in a place where they feel safe. So make sure that they have their bedding that makes them feel safe, blankets that they like, and just make sure that you're keeping your doors closed and that they aren't at risk for getting out. If you do have to take your dog to the fireworks, it's always better to take them with you than to leave them in the car. So if you must take them with you, do make sure that they are wearing a well-fitting harness or collar and remain on leash. That way there's less of a chance that they could get spooked when a big firework went off. Another thing to keep in mind with fireworks and pets, especially dogs, is that you want to make sure that your dog isn't walking in any grass or ground where there have been sparklers. That residue from sparklers or spent fireworks could injure their paws. So that's another thing to think about around this time of year.
Ouch. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. And it's great that we have you on the program to talk about this. Stephanie Kelly, the marketing manager of Animal Welfare Society, our partners in Fur Friday. And during the summer months, we talk about dogs getting spooked and running off. Do more pets get loose or lost during the summer?
That does seem to be the case. I think people are outdoors more, so there's always more of a chance that a dog could slip their lead, or you might leave your door open and your indoor cat could sneak out. So there is a higher chance that your pet might get out and get lost in the summer.
So what are some of the ways that we can be cognizant of, beyond the like, hey, I got to watch you 24 hours a day? How can we keep them protected?
Some dogs like to be crated. They find that their crate is their, safe space. So some people consider crate training. Other people make sure that their cat has, plenty of cozy places to go to. Some cats like to go down in the basement in the summer just because the concrete is nice and cool. So the best thing to do is just make sure that your pet is as comfortable as you are in your home.
And when you have company over, telling them right up front, this is an indoor cat or this is an indoor dog.
Yes, when I have family over or guests over, I tend to keep my cats upstairs in one of the bedrooms with the door shut because a lot of times they don't like all the commotion. And many dogs are the same way as well, so they feel safer kind of being separated from the crowd. Stephanie
Kelly, for the marketing manager over at Animal Welfare Society, our guest here this morning. In lieu of Fur Friday, we're talking to her on a Thursday. And one of the things we kind of skimmed over in the last segment was the fact that you are in need of foster care this summer, or at least Animal Welfare Society is, not you, Stephanie, but maybe, I don't know. But what does fostering entail if someone is interested in doing that this summer and into the future?
Sure. Fostering is basically when you take a pet that is at AWS and you bring it into your home and you care for it at your home. AWS provides all the supplies, materials, everything that you might need. The one thing that you supply, of course, is the love and care for the animal.
Well, Stephanie, happy 4th of July, and thank you for your partnership with Animal Welfare Society. It's been a fun thing as we begin the month of July. I know Your group is getting ready for your biggest event of the year. Cannot wait for Woofstock. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, Woofstock. This is our 6th year hosting Woofstock right here at Animal Welfare Society in Kennebunk. It's a large outdoor festival. There's live music, there's a beer garden, food trucks, activities for kids, activities for dogs, and it's a free festival, so we encourage everyone in the community to come out and celebrate all things dog, cat, and small animal with us.
It's a beer festival you can bring your dog to.
Exactly.
That sounds so fun. Well, hope you have a great 4th, and we'll see you next week for Fur Friday. Stephanie Kelly of Animal Welfare Society, thanks for joining the show this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Dan, do you feel all right?